Yes, it's peeing out the side. Hey everyone, Digital David here, or should I say DIY David. We're mixing it up a little bit today. We're on a field trip to my basement where I'm going to be installing a new sump pump. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your sump pump if this is something you're interested in. You may notice the product that we have here. So it's going to be our Superior pump. 1/4 horsepower model. They have multiple versions available, so pick and choose the right one for your needs. If you're interested in this product or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Now let's go ahead, let's see what's inside. Looking for a secure and reliable way to access the internet? Look no further than ExpressVPN. Protect your personal information and browsing history from prying eyes. Act now and sign up for ExpressVPN today using our link in the description and receive an extra 3 months of service for free. All right, so in the box, you'll find customer service and contact information, the owner's manual here. Take note, it's for multiple models. And we have the submersible sump pump itself with our float right here, our power cable, and our adapter cable for the float, so everything can plug into just one outlet. And it looks like we do have our threaded adapter here. Depending on the size of your pipe, they give you a couple different options right here. Here's a look at the overview of the installation process here. There's 5 simple steps to get you up and pumping. Feel free to pause the video if you want to look at them in more detail, but now it's time for us to remove our old sump pump. Here's a look at our current situation. So we'll have to unplug the sump pump right there. We have some sort of jerry-rigged wire. We'll have to get rid of that. And you'll see we'll have to disconnect right here, so we can get access to the tube, remove the cover, and pull the pump out. Here's a look inside our pit right there. I see one of my kids' toy basketballs down in there. But now we're gonna go ahead, we're just gonna disconnect everything and pull out the old pump. Unplug, untighten, removed. So here's a look at the newly configured sump pump right here. I wanna point out a couple of things. I wanted to reuse the PVC pipe, and I think we got lucky here because the old sump pump mounted further at the bottom, so we have all that extra space to work with. We won't find out till I put it into the pit. Also, ahead of time, I went ahead, I bought this threaded adapter because I knew it came with an 1.25" or 1.5" option here, and this is 1.5" PVC, and I knew that we didn't have a threaded end, so I bought a threaded to smooth end so we could put that right in. I did cut off the old end that was attached. I was not able to remove that fitting. So keep in mind, depending on your pipe size, you might need to pick up a couple of fittings as well. Again, depends on your usage case and scenario. But now it's time for us to drop it in, and we'll see if it's gonna work or if we're gonna have to cut off anything to make our final connection. All right, so the pump is in the pit. It's resting flush on the bottom base there. You'll notice up here we do have quite a bit of extra pipe that we will have to make a cut so we can attach everything. Pipe has been cut, now let's connect it. Connected, there's a look at it down in the pit. You wanna make sure that your float is unobstructed, just like ours is right in the center. Now it's time to plug it in and see if everything works. Yes, it's peeing out the side. All right, so I cracked my PVC pipe. Aww. Bummer. So this is super strange. I actually didn't crack the PVC pipe. I thought I did when I pounded it in, but look at that. We actually just have a pin hole. Not sure why that's the case. Super interesting though. Had I known that, I would have cut it from the other end so we'd be able to reuse this pipe. Unfortunately, now we can't. So fun fact, that's actually called a weep hole and it's intentional. So I guess I had a good sump pump installer in the past. Now what's interesting is the user guide and manual didn't mention anything about that. So how are you supposed to know if nobody ever tells you? Now it's time to try this again. And would you look at that? She's beautiful. And just to show you again, everything works as you'd expect. And there's our little weepy, but it's still pumping water out. So there we go. Everything is working great. Love to see it. All right, so it's always nice to be able to get a project completed on your own at a fraction of the price, like you would if you're paying a professional. But keep in mind, if you do pay a professional, hopefully they're doing the weep hole for you, drilling that out, and they can explain it better. You might want to do some research yourself, but pretty cool that anybody, if you already have a sump pump, hopefully have a similar setup like mine, and you'd be able to do this yourself. For all of you guys watching this video, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up, and leave me a comment if you want to see more DIY David projects here on the channel. I'd love to hear from you guys. I need your feedback to know what type of content you want me to make and what you're interested in.